Hello students, welcome back to our paper CHO 5401, that is Chemistry of Natural Products. In my previous lectures, we have discussed about the structure determination by chemical method. Before that, we also studied the isolation and purification of natural products. So beside chemical methods, spectroscopical methods are very useful and efficient to determine the structure of natural product. So the most common methods are H1 NMR, C13 NMR, FTIR spectroscopy, mass and XRD. So all these techniques help us to identify or to deduce the structure of natural products. So friends, let's consider one case study or example of camptothecin. So if we have this kind of natural product which is isolated and purified, how we can determine the structure by using physical as well as chemical methods. So camptothecin have 6 fused ring systems, and it is a anti-tumor as well as anti-leukemia agent. It is isolated from Camphothecia acuminata. So friends, let's see how it helps us. So first method used for the structural determination is mass spectroscopy, and we get the mass peak at 348, which confirms the extract or the compound is camptothecin. Okay, now let's see other methods. So another method used for the structural determination is IR spectroscopy. As this spectroscopies we studied deeply in our MSc and BSc courses, so directly I will go for the application of this spectroscopy. So if I have camptothecin, the camptothecin IR looks like this. So what we can get from this IR, that is, there is a presence of NH or OH, there is a presence of alkyl chain because there are stretching band at 3000 centimeter inverse. Also, there is a band at 1741 which says that there is a presence of lactone or the 6-membered ester. Again, the band at 1500 and 1600 shows there is a presence of aromatic ring as well as amide bonds. Okay friends, so this is how the FTIR help us, but only FTIR is not sufficient enough to deduce correct structure of any natural products. So we need a help of H1 NMR. So let's see the H1 NMR of camptothecin. So friends, this is the H1 NMR of camptothecin, and for your understanding I have kept the two structures. So these are the same structure of camptothecin, and this is the H1 NMR. So from H1 NMR what we can see here, let's see the G, that is this CH3 which is appearing at 0.91, as here it is showing triplet due to this CH2. That means this CH3 is not single CH3 but is in the form of CH2 CH3. That's why it is showing triplet. And now its coupling pattern H, which is at 1.84. Okay, this is 1.84. So it is showing us quartet due to this CH3. Now let's go for the aromatic protons. So friends, before we go for the aromatic protons, let's see these two singlet present between 5 to 6 ppm. So this CH2, which is directly attached to the nitrogen, or I will say amide group, it is appearing at 5.28. Okay, it is appearing at 5.28, whereas another which is attached to the oxygen, or I will say ester group, it is bit down fluid than this amide linked CH2. It is appearing at 5.45. This is a confirmation of presence of two CH2 singlets in the molecule. Okay, now the next is T, that is OH, which is attached to this ring. So we will discuss this later on. So again we have 4 aromatic protons as well as one singlet of in the region of aromatic protons. So this singlet accounts for the this CH which is present in the this kind of pyrimidine ring. Okay, so this is how we can illustrate. The most downfield proton is para to this nitrogen or quinoline proton from the natural product. So it is appearing at 8.75. So this is the most downfield proton. So this is how we can determine the structure by using FTIR as well as mass and H1NMR. So friends, again let's go for some chemical evidences to identify whether this CH2CH3 group is present in the molecule. So friends, let's see whether this OH group is attached to the carbon which is attached to CH2CH3 group. So if we take the H1NMR of normal camptothecin, the CH2 appears at 1.84. But if we replace this OH by treating thionyl chloride, then this OH become Cl, and hence the electronegativity of this atom increases. The downfield value shown by the CH2 of CH2CH3, that is 1.8 CH2 signal is now shifted to 2.26. Now again this signal at 5.45 is unchanged. It confirms that attachment of CH2CH3 near the carbonyl group, okay, and not to the not on the side of oxygen group. Okay, this is how we can use this spectroscopic techniques to identify the natural product structure. Now you can see that besides this spectroscopic technique, we can use some chemical techniques or chemical methods to identify the structure. So if we reduce this lactone ring, it is showing us 3 OH groups. Okay, now what happens? The pK value of 2 is 6.8, which accounts for the tetrasubstituted pyridine. Okay, that's why this pyridine value is showing us 6.8. Also, A ring is reduced, therefore nitrogen is present in B ring, because you know that if we have nitrogen, it is very difficult to reduce pyridine, but it is easy to reduce any benzene ring. So if we identify that B ring is intact, that means the nitrogen is in the B ring and not in the A ring. If A ring bears nitrogen, it is difficult to reduce. So this is how the chemical method as well as physical method combinedly shows the structural elucidation of natural products. Again, I have few chemical methods listed for the presence of some important functional groups in camptothecin. So first thing is negative APCl3 test confirms presence of alcoholic OH group. As in yesterday's lecture, we discussed that alcoholic OH cannot show APCl3 test, but phenolic OH shows positive APCl3 test, that is presence of violet color or appearance of violet color. So there is no violet color, or I will say negative APCl3 test confirms that OH which is attached to the carbon having CH2CH3 is a alcoholic OH and not the phenolic OH. So friends, again author did the reaction with acetic anhydride and pyridine, which gives very low yield, which confirms the hindered tertiary alcohol. Okay, tertiary alcohols are not easily acylated because of their crowding. So we can confirm that the low yield of this acetate derivative is due to the presence of tertiary or hindered OH group in the camptothecin. Now friends, if we did the acylation and then if we again go back and do the deacylation or acylation, we get only monoacetate derivative which shows similar UV as that of parent compound. So acetate formation have no longer effect on conjugation. That means it is away from the conjugation. This acetate formation have no impact on this conjugation. That means the OH group is on the aliphatic ring and not on the aromatic ring. This is how the structural elucidation help us to identify the different type of functional groups in the natural products.